Yes, sir.
Officer Austin, what's going on?
So, my bag got stolen today.
Okay.
I wouldn't really care for it, except there's military documents in there that I need.
Okay.
So, they got pinged at this house right here. I knocked on both the doors and they said they don't want anything of it. It was at this house right here. I mean, it's kind of bugged around, but...
On November 8th, 2022, the police were called to a home in Wausau, Wisconsin, after a report of theft from a car. When the officers got to the house, they met a man outside who said that his rucksack had been stolen from his car.
I don't know. I mean, I looked in the grass. Maybe somebody threw out the window, but I can't find anything. And I tried to ping it and play a sound, and I can't. It's not in the grass. I can't ping it.
Can you just show me the ping again, just kind of where it's...
Usually it's right there, but before it was right over here, so it's kind of been jumping back and forth. I don't know if somebody's moving it around.
Okay. What kind of iPad is it?
He told the police that he tried to use the AirTag to find the backpack by pinging it and making it make a sound, but he was unable to do so. He pointed out the general area where the AirTag signal had been before. He also said that the signal seemed to move around sometimes, which made people wonder if someone was moving it on purpose.
So I don't know if, you know what an AirTag is, right? I don't know if somebody might have thrown out the window. I wouldn't care if they took the shaving cream. I wouldn't care, it's a travel bag. So I wouldn't care if they took anything else, but there's a blue binder in there. Yeah. It has my banking information, my notes, my medical documents. I need that binder. I don't care what that
Officer Austin asked about the backpack, and the man said it was a black military-style combat bag. He talked about a blue binder inside the backpack that had personal notes and information about the bank.
Junior. Mario? Okay. So, you got the backpack here, or?
I actually don't. I have neighbors, and he told me that he talked to them.
Okay. These neighbors over here?
Or these ones. I don't know, he came to this house.
Oh yeah, the AirTag is going.
As the officers talked to the person, it became clear that the house the AirTag led them to was owned by a 19-year-old man named Mario Camacho Jr.
Can you advise, were any purses or brown wallets taken from these vehicles? These garbage cans are full of purses and brown wallets.
During the investigation, the police decided to look through the trash cans near Mario's house. They were surprised to find empty purses, wallets, and even credit cards among the things inside. This led to the idea that other cars in the area might have been broken into.
What's going on? What's going on? I just want to know what's going on because I drove by and I seen y'all searching through my brother's trash can, so I'm just wondering what's going on.
While the police were waiting outside Mario's house, a woman who later turned out to be 22-year-old Shertisha Camacho showed up.
Someone's got to let me know what's going on. Can you tell me what's going on?
Do you live here?
I come here often and I drove by and seen you guys searching my brother's garbage can, so I am just wondering what's going on.
Okay,
and there's cars out here.
You don't live.
She asked what was going on because she had seen the police officers looking through her brother's trash cans. She asked what was going on and insisted that she had a right to know because she was a frequent visitor.
Garbage can.
Let me talk.
I actually been asking y'all to talk since I pulled up here, so yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
So, he had a bag stolen from his car last night. Had an AirTag in it. AirTag places it somewhere between these two houses. So,
You know who lives in the other houses?
we're talking with them right.
The officers told her at first that they couldn't tell her anything because she didn't live there and didn't need to know at the time. The police finally gave in and told her that the person who had his backpack stolen had reported it with an AirTag that showed it was near Mario's house.
We're gonna go next door, but the AirTag shows it right
that's
here.
fine, but don't go searching through my brother's garbage can for
It's public
y'all don't have the
property.
right to do that.
That's
And y'all
public
know
property.
better than that because y'all are police officers.
We
Don't
have
do
the-
no
we
like
have
that
the
without his
authority to
permission.
do it.
Straight up.
We have the authority
It's really
to
that.
search the garbage.
No, you don't. Not without my brother's permission, you don't. That's illegal in a... I can't even search my neighbor's garbage can.
Shertisha told the police that they couldn't search her brother's trash cans without his permission because it was against the law to do so. She stressed that even though she couldn't go through the trash cans of her neighbors without their permission.
Alright, I'm gonna have you step out.
Are you...
Have a seat for me. I'm gonna be securing the residence because the residence smells like weed. We're gonna be applying for a search warrant. Is there anybody else home? Okay, have a seat.
Is there anything I can do?
Have a seat for me right now. We'll talk about that later.
Hey, Tisha.
Even though she didn't want them to, the police kept looking into it because of the AirTag's ping location and the smell of marijuana coming from the house. They thought it was a good idea to check on the safety of anyone who might live there.
Stay out. Stay
I don't smell weed. My brother don't smoke weed. Did y'all check the neighbor's house if y'all smell weed?
Stay out.
No, sir. Y'all don't have the right to do that. There is no scent of weed in this house. Do y'all want to come and smell? Do y'all want to come and smell?
We're recording right now.
Does someone else want to come and smell?
As the situation went on, Jertisha was still confused about what was going on and asked the officer to explain what they were doing and why.
My brother don't smoke weed, so it don't smell like weed in here.
Stay out.
Get out of my brother's house before I call a motherfucking lawyer. Sir, don't grab
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, that's fine. They don't have...
Even though they said no, the officers went ahead and locked down the house, saying that it smelled like marijuana and that they were going to get a search warrant. Mario and Jertisha kept saying that the officers were going too far, and they asked them why they were doing what they were doing.
The fuck, they can't go in your house without a search warrant.
Stop.
No, I'm just...
Stop.
That's in the bathroom. Okay.
So what's in the bathroom?
He's trying to stop me.
Resisting. Stay back.
I'm just recording.
Stay back.
I'm about to
Get back.
During these tense conversations, an officer did a quick search of the house and found the stolen backpack in the bathroom. Mario's sister kept talking about how angry he was and said that the police were making too much noise and confusion because of his mental health problems. She was very angry about being handcuffed, and she questioned the officers' actions and why they were doing to them.
Mario, let me explain to you what's going on, okay? I know there's a lot going on here, unless you've already explained.
I was just doing that, finishing it up.
Showed up here, okay? The air tag was popping here, alright? Open the door, smells like weed, okay? That gives me the right, by law, to secure the residence for the application of a search warrant, which I will be doing.
In the middle of all the chaos, the officers told Mario that they were going to get a search warrant to find out more. The police tried to explain the situation to Mario. They told him that the backpack had been stolen and that it was near his house because it had an air tag. They said that the police didn't have the right to search their property.
cannot hurt nobody. Please
sir,
get away from me, sir.
can you listen for a second?
Information, okay,
So,
Justin?
we need to identify you, and then you'll be able to go. Can I get your driver's license?
That's no problem. I don't even have my license. I'm not driving.
Would you be willing to give him your information?
Yes, I will.
I'll take your
My name is
info.
Justin Johnson. I have no problem giving you my name. It's just I do not feel safe around you.
I understand, and that's why I thought maybe you and I could just
Too
chat.
aggressive for me.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
for real.
Bryce, can I borrow your squad keys? I'm gonna roll the window down.
The officer notices that a nearby red car smells strongly of marijuana and asks the driver for their driver's license. The person says they don't have a license, but they are willing to give their information.
I'm just trying to organize this as best as I can for you. So, a large majority of the property from your backpack was just located on Cleveland. It'll be back at the police department at some point today.
No way. What do you mean like a large majority?
The some paperwork, some.
Okay.
The officer tries to get things in order by telling the person that most of their belongings were found on Cleveland Street and will be brought back to the police station later. The officer also says that papers are all over the place and asks if they are still in the backpack or if they are somewhere else. At the end, the police offer arrest Mario and his sister, Jertisha. Mario was charged with receiving stolen goods worth more than $5,000, which is a felony, and with receiving and hiding stolen goods worth less than or equal to $2,500, which are both misdemeanors. Mario was also charged with having things used to make drugs. Jertisha, on the other hand, was charged with felony battery and threatening a law enforcement officer, as well as misdemeanor charges of resisting and obstructing an officer. Both people were thought to be repeat offenders. Mario's bail was set at $1,000 in cash, while Jertisha was allowed to go free as long as she signed a paper saying she understood what was going on.